Hello and welcome to the video. Today we are finally exploring Sharlayan. I have been waiting so long for this. I hope that you enjoy the video. Make sure to like and subscribe and check out the Patreon down below. More about that at the end of the video. Oh, this music. Oh, this music. We get a title card! Yay! Oh, I got a big old grin. I've been waiting for so long for this.
Sharlayan, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze
How's
of
the water
fire,
get up?
patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil.
That's the area where Alexander is, right? Because there's a bunch of
so averse
destroyed
to the
Sharlayan
prosecution of war, these men
buildings
of
there.
wisdom, your would-be allies.
How do fountains work? Some streamer. Okay. Okay. Rude. Rude.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
Not being rude, there was an infamous streamer who did a live watch of the trailer and they spent like 5 minutes tirading about how does the water come out of the fountain. Really? Oh, hey, it wasn't that bad. It was more of a curiosity than a, I know how fountains work. Old man screams at a fountain.
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
I think you probably think of something.
Hasn't Sharlayan all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders. Especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge.
Yeah, good point. I imagine not many of them are farming.
If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
Shavro, thank you for the gifted sub. Hell yeah. Scholar as your patron because of Sharlayan. Roro, I think I'm just dumb. I don't get it.
May.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed.
I forgot that you picked a god at the beginning. I just forgot it was a thing. It's never once come up in the game. I forgot that was even part of character creation. And like, don't some of the races have like a couple of stat point differences? The things that just don't even exist to really be in the game. You see it on login? Fair. I mean, fair. All I do is I hit the login button and then I alt tab till it comes up. All right, I'll finish the cutscene. I'll finish the cutscene. I need to balance more how much I like hanging out with you guys.
The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions.
Oh yeah, it's just, we're just all Scions, you know? But we're not here for Scion work, I promise you. Remember how we just petitioned you for aid, and now we're showing up on unrelated business. Completely unrelated.
Crown has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian. And our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration.
Okay. Okay, that's, I guess, I mean, it's like that bureaucratic shit where it's like, well, we can't prove that you're not here for that. We're sneaky like that, exactly. We all show up in like Groucho Marx disguises. You just downed a lemon ginger shot with a dash of cayenne. Oh, just have fireball whiskey at that point.
Grahatir, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall.
I thought he's not a student. Because he got the tattoos and he did his dissertation. Unless I'm confused here. Started playing as a tank main, I feel ya. Yeah, tanking's... I feel like for people, like, tanking and healing, either it comes natural to you or it's terrifying. Because, like... And then obviously you can make up that difference. But I jumped into tanking and it felt great. Like, I had no real problems with it. I tanked a lot in, like, mythic tier content back in World of Warcraft. Healing, my brain just doesn't understand. And I've tried healing before, and I always feel like I'm panicking constantly. Just leaving Graha hanging. I'm sorry, Graha.
Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Have a good night, Kovu.
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
Correct. We got a few of them over here.
Grahatir of the Students of Baldesion at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Roro, thank you so much for gifting out to Arcris. That's really, really sweet.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today. And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
So, is there a significance to the fact that Urianger has this on his cheek?
Ishtola rule.
It's Lala Karen. I was literally just thinking, like, man, she got that Karen haircut. But she was too nice for me to make the joke.
That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main repository.
What? Girl's got a smart pad over there.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home.
Okay, wait. You can just get it wherever? So it's like traditionally the neck, because everyone seems to get it there. But Urianger was like, no. Decorate mine face with the tattoo so all may see. You pulled a Mike Tyson.
Now, who do we have here?
Oh, just the Warrior of Light, you know, Ender of Gods, Traveler of Worlds. Oh no, them? Pfft, whatever.
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alize Leveilleur.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny.
Yo, man, the gossip already going? Oh no, that's mean. Oh, they already got the gossip going for him. Oh yeah, it's a good point, Sylvest, that he did completely cover all of his body.
And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
She just wanted to bring it up then, because right here she says, oh, it doesn't affect anything. Meanwhile, she's like, bitch, you heard that these Alphino and Alice got disowned by their father? Oh my word, I'd never. Like, are you kidding me? It's so mean. It's like, hi, child. That isn't even an adult yet. I heard your dad doesn't love you. Bye. Oh my god.
We shall keep that in mind.
Sharlayan, the Isle of Mean Girls.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Those boots, man. I'm regretting keeping them like this.
Name and occupation?
Apparently is Talail and stripper. Artisan. I mean, so but what we're saying is, are we humble? Or are we like, yeah, bitch, you know who I am? And you know what? I'm going with a yeah, bitch, you know who I am. Talail Ashstorm, champion of Eorzea.
And it is a title well earned, I can assure you.
An adventurer by trade is what your documentation indicates.
Okay.
No mention of this particular title. Self-appointed, I take it?
Bitch!
Either way, your employer seems willing to vouch for your character, so I shall, albeit reluctantly, grant you entry. Champion.
You mother... You're gonna try to big dog me? The freaking warrior of light? How you gonna big dog the warrior of light? There's no way they don't know who I am. Damn.
And you, sir?
Estinian Valino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
Saver of the world. Look at the pants. Don't look at the pants. I did the near raid last stream, and I didn't take the 2B pants off.
For his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
Yo, excuse you. You are not going after my girl Kryl. This is ridiculous. Is Sian just staring blankly
I have
there?
every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
I feel like the other Lalafell is like the Karen in high school. Like, oh, you're with them. Thank you for the stretch, Persona. Hey, Calypso, how goes it? Oh, you're at their table now? Alright.
Croyle, it is good to see you.
It is!
Likewise.
My second favorite
Long
Lalafell.
voyage notwithstanding, you will seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we?
I head back to my world and bow out? No problem.
Oh,
Oh, we're gonna get a clap back?
welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
Oh. He's so adorable.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Oh.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
I love the little cute dialogue that is. It's always a choice, right? To not put the subtitles, and it's really cute. They do a lot of the teasing stuff to each other. Oh, hi. Hello, everyone. Collective hug. But they do the teasing in like these little side conversations. It's so beautiful. I have thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how I proceed. But this is Talail and Stinian's first time in Sharlayan, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have had places you wish to visit, and people you're dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so you may have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings of the city. Thank you. Once you've settled in, we can reconvene in the... I almost said Blade Scion. I almost tripped myself up there. The Baldessian Annex. How does that sound? Oh, the top. I forgot to check. Give me a moment. This is a fine suggestion. We may not be welcoming the Levier estates as such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. Man, the background music is really good. I am equally untethered, as it were. There's no particular place that my kin call home. Still, I will not pass up the opportunity to acquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of our haunts might even yield some useful gossip. The annex was west of the Aetherite Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there anon. Yes, we'll see you there. This is like the most plunky music. It's so good. Has this in like a background soundtrack while you have the beach or something? It's chill ASMR? It is chill ASMR. I could fall asleep to the music, Ari. Is your new favorite AFK city? I can imagine why. It's very calming. I too have places I would be remiss for not visiting forthwith. By thy leave. What of you, Estinian? My services as a guide are yours for the asking. No, I'm gonna go stand on top of a roof and brood the entire time. That won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. Estinian, away! But I could... Oh. Oh, you're right, Fane, it does. I was thinking it sounded familiar. It sounds exactly like Home from Undertale. Oh, you just, like, brain blasted me. God, Undertale's OST. I should do Undertale on stream one day. I adore that game. One of my favorites. I actually own the collector's edition of it that comes with a little heart locket. Well, Raha, would you like to join us then? You've been gone quite a while, and this would be a perfect way to refresh your dusty old memories of yours. Been gone for 100 years. Oh, of course, if you'll have me. Come, Talal, Sharlayan awaits. Ooh, the quest accepted music too. Sheesh. All right. All set. Let's be on our way. Our first stop, amusingly so, will be the last stand. It's a cafe on the west side of the harbor. Proud now accompany you. We got two friends? While your company, you may encounter conversation points. Oh, they did this in the, oh gosh, what was the event called? The thank you event that they did where we showed the new adventurer around. I thought that was just like a unique thing for that quest. I didn't realize it was like an Endwalker thing. Come on, let's head to the cafe. We're not saying to be seems so at a glance, but the last stand is actually a very important place in the city. With all the unusual wares coming and going at all hours, I expect the assistance of an intrepid adventurer would be highly appreciated. I see no reason why you couldn't undertake the task which piqued your interest. You have been cleared by the immigration's officials, after all. I look forward to the day your name is celebrated in Sharlayan the same way as in Eorzea. This place is called the Peristyle, and it's the first stop for cargo unloaded in the docks. You'll find the usual necessities for daily living and other imports vital to running an island nation, but also supplies that further Sharlayan's pursuit of knowledge. Namely, large quantities of books, specimens, and samples. Sorting these stacks certainly seems to keep the attendants busy. That's it? Your whole life is just sorting books? That sucks. Yo, that sucks. You cat dads and the sexy child. If anyone, Kryl is our parent watching over this gay young couple. And here we are, the last stand. I may have mentioned before, but Although our research into nutrition and food preparations is quite extensive, the average Sharlayan tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. How can I put this? The food is, it's bland, and encapsulated by our infamous Archon loaf. The prevailing sentiment towards cuisine is dietary value first, and taste a distant second. There was one pupil at the studium, however, who could stomach the school's intrepid meals no longer, insipid, so he quit his lessons and poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. And so the last stand came to be. As the name implies, the sole dedicated to outpost of fine dining in Sharlayan, the one and only bastion of the culinary arts in an isle of otherwise mediocre fare. Seem to recall the burger? They have burgers in this world? For some reason, burgers seem like a weird thing to have in the world. As a chef, an unusual shape, isn't it? I assure you, however, it's a perfectly functioning aetheryte. Remember to attune yourself before you move on. Now, being the diligent tour guide I am, I should make mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. Its much vaunted discoveries are the reason Sharlayan stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. In deciphering the underlying principles of elegant aetherites, it allowed us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially lost art. And off we go to our next destination. Our path leads northeast to Agora Sharlayan's largest marketplace. Honey, look how cute this is. Do you see all these orange names? There's all friends from chat. They're all hanging out with me. Say hi to chat, honey.
Hi. Nice viewership, by the way.
What?
I checked, it was at 69.
Yo, Amanda just pointed out that we're at 69 viewers, chat. Hype. Sorry, you're right, Ramos. My wife. Speaking of aetherites, those teleportation fees do add up after a while, which is why I intended to rely on a far cheaper ferry services. I was pleasantly surprised when Mr. Chitaro informed me that the Scions are reimbursed for transportation costs as part of their duties. So they can use aetherites. Because, like, okay, I'm not going to go off on this tirade again about how they're always like, oh, let's travel places, but then they don't use aetherites. Like, we have to get there quick, and they don't use aetherites. And chat's always like, well, not everyone can use an aetherite. But oh, no, I love it, Left. I love when people follow me around in game. It's really cute. Thanker Canto, true. Drew's leaving Thanker behind. But I find old habits are hard to break. That, and I'd rather not be bothered filling out the necessary paperwork. That's the entrance to the Confluence. I have no doubt their expertise will prove useful at some point, so I suggest you remember the way here. No. That's why I have a map. I'll forget everything. Do you mind if I browse the shelves for a moment? There might be some hidden gems I've yet to read. Only a moment? How optimistic. Feel free to browse all you like, but we won't wait around for you. Perhaps I'll return here later then. These little open-air bookstalls are so uniquely Sharlayan. I always thought them a common sight until I visited other nations. It is really a cool idea. It's similar to how they do, like, drop boxes for books. A lot of churches do it, where they have, like, just a big old container where they... Goodness gracious. Thank you. I appreciate it. Big old containers where you can just bring books and put them in. And it's kind of like a take and put back free thing where people can exchange books that way. It's a really cool system. Welcome to Agora, where you can find wares made in Sharlayan, as well as a wide selection of imported goods. I'm probably beet red right now. They also used to sell questionable prototypes from various research institutes. I think the practice has thankfully died out, for the most part. Otherwise, I can think of no better place to stock up for your next big adventure. Am I, overselling it? For a more serious note, the next stop on our tour is one which has a particular relevance to our ultimate purpose here. We must head back to the Aetheryte Plaza, follow the path north, and climb the stairs up to that imposing building at the very top. These little decorative features are typical Sharlayan architecture. Aside from the research wing, our headquarters in the Isle of Val were rather simple and rustic by comparison. This is the Nymphaeum, an area dedicated to the blessing of water. For Sharlayans, the water represents more than just life-sustaining liquid. It's a reminder of the great flood which precipitated the birth of our nation, as well as a symbol of the knowledge which flows from Thaliak's divine ewer. This is the reason you see an abundance of fountains throughout the city, and a propensity for utilizing water as a decorative feature in our architecture. But how much the RNG gods love you? Oh, good. Never for me, Ashen. How you doing tonight, by the way? The RNG gods only love me when I'm doing stuff for other people. Ooh, you guys want to hear a cute story? Who wants a cute story? It's about me and my wife when we were teenagers. So I told y'all that I used to obsess over World of Warcraft, but she was way worse. I don't know if you should say worse, but she was playing Warcraft since she was 8 years old. So one of her favorite things was collecting minions, pets. And what I did for her birthday, aside from buying her a gift or taking her out to dinner, we were about 16 years old, I think. I spent about 35 to 40 hours getting some of the rarest minions in the game. If you play Warcraft, it was back, I think, right near Wrath of the Lich King or a little bit after. It was the Hastened Macaw, which was you could only get by killing pirates, and it was a super rare drop. So I got that. I got the Red Dragon Whelp, and I got one of the oozes, which you had to get a rare drop that was a bag, and that bag may contain the ooze pet. So I spent like 35 to 40 hours just hardcore farming these, and I gave them to her for her birthday. You know, took her out to dinner, got her a nice meal, and then when we got home, I gifted her them, and it was just absolutely adorable. It's just so cute. You want a teeth-hurtingly cute story? I don't know if I delivered, but hopefully your teeth are hurting a bit. This grand structure before you is the Rostra. The name refers to the original public platform erected here, upon which a forum of elected representatives would deliver orations and debate policy. Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and the duties of its members remain largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem awfully distracted. My apologies. From here, one can see the entire city spread out. I can't. I'm caught in the dialogue box. Let me out. I want to see. The vista put me in the mind of my arrival in the first. Those who gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answers were all inspired by my knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of, the great city of Sharlayan. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town. Nudity. The Crystarium. You can almost see its echo. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the councils would object to you simply enjoying the view. Such memories should be treasured. For now, however, the tour must go on. Our spectacle of sightseeing concludes with the fittingly named Journey's End. Walk down the stairs to the east and continue straight ahead. Okay, that's no lie. This is beautiful. We've arrived at Journey's End. History tells us this was where those who put ashore of the Archon Nunecraft built their first homes. In the present day, it serves as a residential district for the most important officials of the oldest Sharlayan families. You'll see that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbors. The estate belongs to our friends at House Leveille. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. With that, we bring our little Sharlayan tour to a close. I hope this has proven to be an entertaining and enlightening experience. Now we shall head directly into the Baldessian Annex. You remember the way, don't you, Raha? Let me think. We head down towards the harbor, cross the bridge to our right, then follow the path down the Aetheryte Plaza. Correct. After you, Talal. As the joyous look in Raha's face has undoubtedly informed you, this is the Baldessian Annex. If you continue up the hill, you'll arrive at the doorstep of the phenomenon. but I think we've explored enough for one day. We can take you there another time. Inside with you then. Yes, ma'am. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, because I certainly did. Sharlayan is absolutely beautiful, and I'm so happy to have seen it. Make sure to like and subscribe, as it really helps out, and if you're feeling extra nice, check out the Patreon down below. We have weekly community nights and shoutouts at the end of the videos. Speaking on, I'd like to thank John Best, Roro Lai, Sven Fulger, and Rosalia Streaming Network. And as always, have a lovely day.